Okay, let's be honest for just a minute. Social media has become an addiction. Seriously, we're all addicted. We all have this weird fear of missing out. Well, recently I just took 10 days off social media. Pretty crazy, right? Especially when my business is built online. Well, I learned a lot during those 10 days. It was a breakup for sure, and today I want to share with you what I learned from my breakup with social media, so stick around. Hello, Self-Love Tribe. So recently, as most of you know, I've taken a personal challenge, and this challenge is called 30 Days of Me. And so for 30 days, I really wanted to make a point to honor myself and my needs by indulging in more self-care and more self-love, because I needed it. I started to feel really depleted. I hadn't taken time off in years, and it was about time that I did something for myself. So part of this 30-day challenge included 10 whole days off social media. Pretty insane, right? Especially since my business is built around social media. I use social media as one of my number one marketing tools. So it's pretty insane to think that I could take 10 days off, 10 whole days off, with no one managing my social media, with not checking anything, not posting anything, but I did it. And during those 10 days, my husband and I took a vacation and we went to Palm Springs. And I want to share with you what I learned during my breakup with social media. So the number one thing that I learned was to be in the moment, to live in the present. And this is something that I thought I was doing. I thought that I was really making a conscious effort to be in the moment, to live in the present. I mean, this is something that I teach my clients, and I thought I was doing it, but it turns out I wasn't. And I realized that when we got to Palm Springs, and the first thing I noticed is this stunning landscape. Okay, this beautiful scenery with the hills and the sunset and the palm trees. And what do? The first thing I do is reach into my purse for this, okay, for my phone. Because I wanted to capture an image and post it on social media so I could share it with everyone. And when I was doing that, when I started reaching for my phone, I was like, no, this is not what I'm supposed to do. I'm taking 10 days off social media. Let's just take this moment in. And I did that, and I took that moment in, and I enjoyed the scenery with my husband, and I enjoyed the view. And it was such a different feeling. When you get rid of this screen between what you're actually seeing, magic happens. You actually become part of that moment. The second thing I learned was to really respect my energy. So as most of you know, I spend a lot of time online. I do a lot of online stuff like free videos, free blogs. I spend a lot of time in my Facebook groups, on my Facebook page, on Twitter, on Instagram. I post a lot. And what I realized was that in doing that, I wasn't really respecting my energy. So I was giving and giving and giving and giving, which to me is okay because I'm such a giving person. I'm such a nurturing type of person. But when you give too much of yourself, you actually deplete your love tank. And that's what I've been doing, hence why I felt so depleted. See, when you give, there is meant to be some sort of energetic exchange. But when you're in the mental state of just giving and giving and giving and giving and not receiving, you begin to deplete. And so that's what social media tends to do, is we give so much that we deplete ourselves and our energy. So when I took that time off, when I broke up with social media for 10 days, it allowed me to feel rejuvenated and refill my love tank and feel more energy and experience that energy. And it taught me that I really have to learn to set boundaries with social media. I don't need to post everything online. And during those 10 days off, one of my biggest fears was my business would take a big dive, right? Because I've built my business online, and I had this huge fear of, if I'm not going to be online, people are going to forget about me and they're not going to want to work with me. And it just perpetuated all these other fears. But what happened was, during that time off, I actually managed to still book sessions with people, not doing any work, still sell tickets to my upcoming workshops. I mean, business still went on, life still went on. And the best part about that is I was actually taking the time to enjoy the life that was presented in front of me. And it felt really good. The other thing that I learned from my breakup with social media is really why we use social media. I mean, it gave me a lot of time to think about why we use it. I found myself looking around and taking in the scenery and taking in the moment a lot. And when I took in those moments, I realized that while we're sitting at restaurants or sitting by the pool or walking around the street, all I see are people hunched over their phones like this, or like this, or like this. I mean, we all do it. And then I realized, wow, is that what I look like? Is that what I do? And that was such a huge light bulb moment, because when you're doing that, when you're stuck behind this screen, you're not enjoying the life around you. And so why do we do it? What are the reasons why we use social media? And I'm writing a massive blog post on this, and the link will be in the comments of this video. So go to that after you watch this video. But I will share with you a few of the things that I found. And it's validation. So we go on social media for validation. We want the likes, we want the comments, we want the following. And when we lose followers, we get anxious. I mean, come on, admit it. We all do it. We show off sometimes. You know, life is really good and we want to show that off. Or life gets really shitty and we need to feel better about ourselves, so we'll post pictures that look good. We will post status updates to gain sympathy. We want to connect with people around the world. We want to inspire people, want to motivate people. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why we use social media. And what I challenge you to do, okay, so here's the challenge. The challenge is, I want you to take at least 24 hours off social media. Even better, a full weekend off social media. Don't be on Facebook, don't be on Twitter, don't be on Instagram, don't be on Pinterest, don't be on any of that, okay? No updates for 24 hours or an entire weekend, and see what comes up for you. What do you learn about yourself? What I know for a fact will happen is you're gonna realize a lot of the reasons why you choose to use social media. You'll probably experience a little bit of FOMO, but what I guarantee you will experience is that feeling of living truly in the moment and experiencing what life has to offer you right then and there, right now, in this moment. So I challenge you to do that. Take the 24 hours off social media. Take a whole weekend off social media. See what comes up for you. See what you learn from that experience. And then tell me about it, because I want to hear from you. So come back to this video and write in the comments below what you learned about your breakup with social media. And let's get this conversation going, because social media isn't bad. I'm not telling you guys to stop using social media. I mean, here I am doing a vlog for you. So obviously I'm not going off social media anytime soon. But what this experience has taught me is to really respect my boundaries around social media, to respect my time and energy around social media, and to keep a healthy balance between social media and my real life, so that I'm not constantly online. I'm not constantly taking a look at my following count and my likes and my comments, and I'm actually paying attention to life in front of me and being present and being mindful and enjoying the people in my physical life. So I challenge you to do that and report back to me. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions or comments as well, you can write those in the comments below. I am sending you all so much love and light, and I look forward to hearing from you. Namaste.